Hi, kids. How are you doing? Welcome to A Touch of Gray Matter. I'm your host, Dave Sokolowski. I'm here with Thomas Patrice, Barry 3D Carter, and as always, our favorite
child.
Make-A-Wish kid, Zolfelli.
Ooh. Ooh.
And despite any rumors, I am not part of the clan.
Far from it. You got soul.
Come on.
I do. I can't dance, but I do. I have really eclectic taste in music. I listen to everything and anything.
Right? See? And same here. And this is what brings. So let me ask you a question. We all got our memories or faculty still going. 1981. What were you doing? What comes up in 1981?
I was 10.
School.
Jesus, I was, God, wondering. This is gonna sound. Dave's gonna like rip into me for this one, but learning.
Say the alphabet. Say the alphabet.
Learning the stock market.
You were learning
in
stock market.
Learning the stock market.
What the fuck? Were you Alex P. Keaton?
Ask Barry. Trust me, you don't know.
You were learning stock market?
I was
When you were 12.
Yes.
He wasn't Richie Rich, he was Blackie Black.
Barry, in high school, could I say my man? I still can't say it to this day.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
What was that? I don't know, something. They just
My man.
spoken to. What is that? My man. Is that a code?
No.
You know, in the Justice League where what's his name? Aquaman says, "My man." I see. I can't say that. It's something.
It didn't come out smooth. You know, all the rest was like, "Yo, my man," and Tom's like, "My man." It just came out so generic when you used to say it. Like, what's wrong with you?
and Barry asked me one day. He said, "So why are you studying that stuff?" I said, "Because I want to find out what a yield and a share is. I want to find out how to ingrain points and understand what the point value is."
You got fucking beat up a lot as a kid, didn't you?
No, actually, no. Here's the stupid stuff.
No.
Again, I was heavily into Bruce Lee.
Oh, there's more stupid stuff. Awesome.
So
Tell me more.
I read the Tao of Jeet Kune Do while fighting off bull and bear markets.
No, I read
wishes.
that when I was 15.
Did
Trust
you,
me, you
did you
don't
make
know.
any money in the stock market? Do you own Google?
All I'm gonna say is, Barry, I kind of dabbled in some.
You know there are
other
three
stuff.
of us here. Why do you keep referring to Barry only?
Because I was there in high school with him.
Why
and going
did you
through the moments.
just pick Barry to do a show with you on Friday, fucker?
No, I didn't. It was all four of us on the show.
Stop lying, so stop lying.
They put you. I said no.
He sounds like, you know what he sounds like? You know, he sounds like the one guy in the mafia movie that's fucked up and he can't like prove
All
that
four of us in. We're all getting
But
t-shirts.
guys, boss, everybody else was shooting guns. I didn't mean to shoot you in the ass, boss. Everybody else was shooting at you, so what the hell about?
Oh, cool. So it's you and a Bayesian. That'll be really fun. And what about the fat white guy, or sorry, the Polish giant?
And the guy with his
You couldn't have picked any other thing to fucking describe. No. Polish giant. You're really going to get the depth of his size on a fucking Zoom call.
I should really remove the trail. I should really remove the trail going forward.
You know what you are, though? Your character assassin. Sometimes.
And Thomas Patrice. Why he's from Montreal? Yeah.
He's from Montreal.
Fucking. Like this.
Because I don't want to say he's ex-military, because then they'll be like, "Oh, thank you for your service." I'm like, "Yo, he was a translator." No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking.
Okay.
No, we do that with Max. We do that with Max all the time.
Okay. Let me explain something to you.
Oh, no.
I
know what you did.
While you were trying to drink Canada Dry, I was defending you right to be an idiot. All right?
I know.
Right?
We do that with Max all the time. We're like,
at least the Polish giant does something proper with his life, okay? Why don't you sell some, fax machines? No. Oh, wait. You do computers now.
Oddly enough, while you were here drinking Canada Dry, he was over in your country.
I was like, what are you doing here? I thought there were some shows.
Who got you on the plane, Zelf? Who got you on the plane to come back, Zelf? Who got you on the plane? That's all I'm saying.
In Canada. Oh, my bad.
Bullshit. Yeah. I'd be hiding behind some luggage.
Calm down, Christopher Columbus.
Son of a bitch.
Listen, Magellan, calm your tits there. Anyways.
Oh my God.
So, anyway, sorry, you were talking about music.
Yes. So in 1981.
Yes.
I was asking where everyone was at because
you
1981. I know, and I'm never gonna do that again. Next time I'm just gonna mute your ass. In 1981 was the debut of MTV. This is what.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
right. So 1981,
when they actually played music.
They actually played music videos. I mean, this is what came out, right? First video they played was.
Wait, Zolf, seriously, stop it, okay? Well, they played music. Okay,
no, music videos. That's what I meant.
But you know what? Hold on. He's not wrong. Here's my point. So in 1981, MTV comes out. First video they ended playing was "Video Killed the Radio Star." Exactly. The very first. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. See, Dave's not part of the clan. He knows music too well. So it comes down. That was a big moment for us. In our generation. I mean, MTV came out. I mean, if you look at MTV now, all it is
reality
16
shows,
16 and Pregnant, Jersey Shore, or OG 16 and Pregnant.
My Ride.
Yeah, Pimp My Ride. Where they only kind of spray paint the outside of the car and the engine is all crap. Right, but that's what it turned into. So back then, we would all go home. I'm not sure, but I would run home to see what music videos were being debuted. When Michael Jackson came out with Thriller and he did the whole long version of Thriller, you made sure you're on the TV in front of the TV at that time. And if someone had a VCR to record it, you were lucky, or a Betamax. Same thing with Smooth Criminal. Same thing with Hammer. And then you had Dire Straits that came out with their song.
Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, but I love we're talking
Fed by Freddy. Yo, number one show.
Money for nothing.
Money for nothing. Thank you. And that whole video was 3D animated. Max Headroom. All that came out during MTV playing music videos. ZZ Top was known, but they got well known. They were around for years before they made, and they really took that genre and they did their first, song of was it She Got Legs? No, the song before that. Legs was the
Sharp
first one to drop.
No, right? Legs was the first one to drop. Then they dropped Sharp Dressed Man.
Yes. Right?
And
but when
Give Me All Your Love.
Right, but when they dropped their video, prior to that, they were touring around. They toured. They were together. They changed music genres over the years. They broke up. They got back together. People knew that they were selling out tours. They did a show where they opened for the Rolling Stones and got better received than the Rolling Stones at the time. But MTV really catapulted their career. What?
True fact about ZZ Top. Mechanics. All three of them. That just did this part-time, and they started getting more and more not famous, but known, and they decided to approach a record label.
Yeah, well, they got picked up from young men. Like two of them were friends, one, and it was all, and they were into the bluegrass music. And but the whole thing is MTV really brought it worldwide. They didn't even know what MTV was. Nobody knew what it was. Because I watched this documentary on ZZ Top, and they were saying, like, oh, at this point, the band broke up. They're talking about getting back together. They didn't see each other in over a year. One was living over in London, England. He came back. He grew out his beard because he just got lazy. He saw his partner, right, the chubbier guy who was playing the bass, and he was working at an airport. And this is after they did this big tour in Hawaii, opening for the Stones, and just killed it, like even music critics. And he grew out his beard. So the two of them looked at him like, you grew out your beard. I grew out my beard. the drummer, whose last name is like Bush or Beard or whatever, his last name is Beard.
Oh, Dusty Beard.
Dusty Beard. He didn't grow a beard. That's right. Thank you. The other two grew a beard, got on there, and then they came with the whole look, and reinvented themselves for it. My point is, do you think MTV now is as relevant, and music videos now as relevant as it was back then? And where did we lose the magic?
No. In the 90s.
I don't think videos are as relevant, but I mean, like they did assist a lot of people, like I guess getting to the older music. Like case in point, the Grateful Dead never had a #1 hit.
Right.
And they've been around for fucking eons.
Yep.
Until they did a video for Touch of Grey.
Mm-hmm.
They did that video for A Touch of Grey, and they did it at a live show, and they did it twice. They did it once with the band.
Okay.
Right? And you see Jerry Garcia there and everything else. And then they did it with the skeleton marionettes.
Yes.
Right? And they did it twice, and they filmed it, and then they cut it all together. But so many people had no idea who the fucking Grateful Dead were.
Yeah.
And then they went, ooh, I actually like this song. Let's see what else they do. And they went back and they found, like Casey Jones and Sugar Magnolia and all that stuff. So all of a sudden it was kind of like, these guys are fucking trippy. But I mean, like a lot of older performers, had that second
wind, like
like Tina Turner.
Yeah.
With what was the album, Private Dancer, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah. You know who also had a second wind with that? Little Richard and one guy that, I mean, Barry showed me this. It was oh my God, it was the Stories from the Road or something like that. Anyway,
Tales from the Tour Bus.
Tales from the Tour Bus, and it's what's his name? Super Freak.
Rick James.
Rick James.
Rick James. Before like videos, Rick James was known as a party man.
Rick James, bitch.
When video came out, Rick James was like white girl zombie.
Get
a white girl before when the video came out, they just like, look, let's just have sex. I'm cool. But you know what? MTV did revolutionize music because think about it. Elvis became famous because of his exploits, and people saw the black and white film.
Yeah,
but then Elvis himself had another resurgence after his death.
Yeah,
because of MTV. Content.
Yeah, but MTV.
But then even the music videos had a little substance. They were like mini stories. They became from just a video to mini stories, like mini movies. Like Michael Jackson would do that, right?
Yeah,
and then continued his whole album towards that segment.
Jermaine, Tito, and a whole bunch of the Jacksons had a run because I still remember the song. Even when the rain begins to fall or something like that, with this actor said nobody knows about now, Pia whatever. And it was like
Pia Zadora.
Pia Zadora, that's it, Pia Zadora, and it was a mini story. Then he had Why Don't You Do What You Do? Remember that?
Yes.
Okay, Jermaine that was Jackson, a mini story, right? So yeah, Zolf, you're right, man. Like a lot of these videos now, it's just anybody can do a video. So it's not the novelty's gone. But
the novelty's gone, absolutely, yeah.
But
there's no substance to it. It's just it's not a Bollywood filler song for me.
Filler. It's filler.
Anybody can put on a video. That's one of those moments in movies where everybody just kind of pauses and does one of the
motherfucker talking about
to look to the camera and whatnot. But also too with the videos that gave us, like the Madonnas of the world.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And I swear, without Madonna, you wouldn't have the Spice Girls. You wouldn't have, Fergie or Little Kid. Or,
but you wouldn't even have the fashion.
Who's the one that just did that fucking WAP?
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Cardi B.
Yeah, Sunny D. Whatever.
Cardi B.
Cardi.
What kind of cardio is Cardi B? Wasn't that your tweet or something like that?
Yeah, cardio. Cardi B is good cardio.
Mm-hmm. Good cardio.
She's damn good cardio.
Only for us.
But you know, but I mean, like, much like you can look and see like a lot of the stories and that from the Hollywood films and whatnot, you can always trace it back to, like, you can trace it back to Shakespeare if you want. Like a lot of the stories in that you'll see, oh, well, that was pulled from this one. That was pulled from this one. You know, 90% of the love stories out there are all like, you know, Romeo and Juliet style.
Right.
You know, so you're looking at the artists today and you can trace them back to, you know, I mean, like you could go back even further, but, you know, like, yeah, there was our generation had Madonna, and before that it would be, you know, I guess Cher in the 60s or whatever. Yeah. And before that, you know, and you keep going back, and I mean, like, you can trace it all the way back to like Josephine Baker with the what was it, the banana skirt?
Yes, yeah.
Right, like it's you can always, but for our generation, I mean, like, and for the younger generation now too, I think you'd look at like the early days of MTV, and you'd see like, you know, Madonna coming out and Michael Jackson and all that. Well, and you could see where that spread off, and
they
the new power generation. Cream.
Oh God. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, I saw him live, man. I saw Prince live.
Yes.
In Montreal Forum, and he was doing that tour, the whole sexy motherfucker tour. My name is Prince. Bro.
Yes.
Look, best moments.
I saw the show at the Gardens.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this show, he does a phenomenal show. And I had so much fun because like my buddies bought tickets, right? And I bought my ticket last. I mean, because I wasn't sure if I was going, whatever. So I got my ticket. So they had floor seats, right? And then I was supposed to go with a friend of mine, and so it was me and my friend TJ, and we had seats. But then she started dating this guy, so she goes, "Okay, Barry, I'll get you another ticket, you know, and I'm gonna have a ticket. You know, me and my guy I'm dating now are gonna sit together." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. You know, works out for me because I want to just enjoy the show. I don't want to talk to nobody." So I'm further back, and she goes, "You don't mind sitting by yourself?" I went, "Nope." Now this is what I mean by the fashion, because everyone that went and saw a Prince concert dressed like Prince. All the women that went and saw a Prince concert dressed like they were one of his groupies or in his video or something like that. It was lace and lingerie. That's all they wore. So I'm in a row by myself. The row in front of me, all women. The row I'm in, just women. The row behind me, just women. And I'm looking around, and they're all dressed like they're part of the new power generation. And I'm like, ah. And you know, and he gets up there and he comes out with "My name is Prince." I'm like, that's my jam. And you know, everyone gets up to start dancing. Some women looked at me, he's like, "Who you here with?" "Oh, I'll go here with my friends." I go, "There's my friend over there," and then the rest of them are on the floor, right? And they're like, "Oh, you can keep us company." I'm like, "Okay." My buddies on the floor, they're there. They're like, "Hey, man, we should feel kind of bad. Barry's by himself."
No,
right?
I couldn't. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. My buddy Winston turned around. He goes, "Yeah, we don't got to feel bad about Barry." "What do you mean?" "Look." And all you saw on the back was, "My name is Prince." Women all around me. I was like having the moment of my life. And then there was like the after party where he actually showed up. But that's what gets back to my point is those videos stood up for those artists. Like, first of all, you know, you look back at those artists. I mean, I got proper exposure to Rolling Stones, because before that it was either American Bandstand, or you had to find like a Motown special where they perform live, or they had a variety show, right? There's a Sonny and Cher show. The Jacksons had their variety show. The Osmonds, you know, Marie and Donnie Osmond with their family had a variety show. That was the only time you were to catch them on a weekly basis live, and they would do some of the numbers. Outside of MTV, there was nothing, right? And I was too young to go to a club at that point to see some of them perform in the clubs, even though they're out there and touring around. MTV brought out that whole style, that whole fashion. But now I look at it and I sit down to watch a music video and I'm like, okay, she's pregnant.
Look,
where's the videos?
You know,
where's the videos?
No, the one that got me was this guy and his whole song. Barry, remember? Gucci man. Tiger walking beside this motherfucker. Tiger looking at him like he's hungry. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Gucci man. Gucci man. What the fuck is? That's not a video. What the fuck you doing?
Every generation has that, right?
No.
Well, who was that in our generation?
Okay,
it was yellow.
And our generation was
Morris Day and the Miners.
Thank you.
But it was yellow. It was like, come on, everyone, down, chicka chicka, down. And everyone associates it, now, or my generation, my head, Ferris Bueller, right?
Yeah.
Right. Come on, or da.
No.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've had those.
Okay.
We came from a generation with disco.
Hang on a second. They played instruments. There was music. This motherfucker didn't do shit.
Yeah,
he walked in a fucking tight ass motherfucking tracksuit with a tiger beside his ass. Gucci man. That made me mad. I want to get up and punch him full in the face. Say, bitch ass. What the fuck? Sorry.
But see, that's the era that came out also with the star jackets. Remember the NHL jackets?
No, listen,
football jackets, sorry. And then the labels on the hat.
When Michael Jackson wore that jacket with the zippers and shit, everybody's parents looked at them. Mama, love you, but I don't know how the fuck you bought me that damn jacket, and said, you know what, I want to buy Tommy that jacket. Anyways, everybody's parents looked at them and said, wow, Michael Jackson is trend-setting. And he was. I'm sorry. Michael Jackson was a trendsetter, okay?
He was, yeah.
Michael Jackson
Eddie Murphy's first
hold up. Michael Jackson made millions of black men fucking straighten their hate and get Jerry curl. Michael Jackson made black men dangerous around a barbecue. Michael Jackson made black men in the pool look like buckwheat, okay? But Michael Jackson was trend-setting. Eddie Murphy was trend-setting, yes. But
same thing with
ZZ Top. But for musicians are the ones who really set the way for trend setting.
Yeah, but that was, again, back to Barry's point, that was back in the days when MTV actually showed them and they wore the stuff.
Yeah.
And, they presented him. They're like, oh, Prince walking in with those flary, lacy shirts. And everybody's like, I'm going to fucking be Prince this week, this Halloween.
Oh, no. I went and I saw the Commodores.
Oh, the Commodores, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lionel Richie, before Lionel Richie was considered pretty?
Yo, okay, Boney M and the crazy mofo who could dance forever. Mm-hmm. Sweating all over the place. She's crazy like a fool.
But expose us.
I love Rasputin, bro.
Oh my god.
No. But one thing, trendsetters and people who use MTV to their advantage. Karma, chameleon.
Yeah.
Boy George, he used it to his advantage, right?
George Michael, Wham.
You know what I mean?
Wake me up.
Yeah.
See,
boy, you go.
But that was like, okay, for example, George Michael came up, right? Sorry, Boy George. So Boy George Culture Club, they came out. I was a huge fan of them. I was like, man, this guy is awesome. His style is different. Whatever is awesome. My dad looked like, the boy gay, right?
No. You know what I'm saying?
What's gay?
I had no to show you the innocence or how I was naive. It's just whatever, But it showed people didn't care. I mean, it was all about the music. Yeah. ZZ Top. If ZZ Top, someone told me, "Oh, Barry, you gotta listen to ZZ Top," for example, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, maybe." And when it caught me right away, but when I watched the video, I got into the video. When I saw that car, I was like, "That car,
the car,
phenomenal." Hey, that car was phenomenal.
Rough Boy. That car going into outer space, but
they didn't do it. It wasn't like a big flashy explosions and the dancing. They just stood there in the background. They had other people acted out. They sung, and then they did the famous.
Yeah,
that was it. It was so simplistic. It was genius. And the car,
And
even though she had legs, it's like, okay, yeah, she got legs, but show more of the car. That's what had me. The
names of the groups. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Come on, man.
Come on, Arlene. Oh, I swear. Or one group. What's your name? What's a lot of your names? Madness. Our House. In the middle of this, I was listening to that today. You know what that reminds me of? That takes me back, man. That takes me back home. Because you know, everybody, that song appealed to everybody because you thought about your house. Okay?
Yeah.
You thought about where you came from. The music
For every party I used to go to in my teenage years, they all played Hotel California, and everybody knew the lyrics to it. Yeah. Everybody knew the lyrics to it.
But I think that, you know, MTV came out. I mean, music was always big, but MTV came out and it just catapulted what the artists were doing. Bro.
Fashion.
Then,
go ahead, Barry. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Because I said, you know, was I old enough to go to some concerts, or were they coming by? Because that was the beauty of MTV back then, was those concerts weren't really coming to Montreal.
My MTV.
Exactly. You would get like, you know, Metallica would come through Montreal, right? They were Roses, right? They would come through, but you wouldn't get some of the smaller groups come through, or you know, they would hit like Toronto and then they would U-turn and head back to the States. They wouldn't really hit Montreal, or you had to come down here to see them. So with the music videos, MTV.
Two people that really took their MTV status and the whole their mall tours.
Oh my gosh.
Tiffany and Debbie Gibson.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Debbie
Only
Gibson.
in my dreams.
I think we're now.
But okay, so here's a question. Here's a question for everybody, and I can't remember if it was at the Grammys or if it was a Motown special.
Okay.
Right. Jackson 5 are out there. They're doing a song. All the brothers fuck off.
Right.
And then Billie Jean kicks in.
Yes.
Oh, Grammys.
It was the Grammys. It was the Grammys.
Dave.
Okay, go Dave. He's doing the whole thing, and people are just like, holy fuck.
Lost their
then
fucking
he does
minds.
the moonwalk.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
That shit stopped fucking time.
And I'm going to let everybody in on a little secret. That is the dumbest thing I have ever seen. But man, was it fucking cool at that point in time.
When he did it. When he did that shit?
Like, I'm from, like, I've always enjoyed musicals and everything else. Like, I'm a huge fan of, like, Anchors Away and Singing in the Rain and, you know, American
West Side Story.
Yeah, West Side Story. But, like, anything with, like, Gene Kelly or Fred Astaire and that, I can fuck. And, I mean, like, I've always enjoyed watching, like, the footwork and everything else. And, man.
Yeah.
That was impressive. Like,
let me tell you something.
Like, I've always known my limitations. I know. May surprise you. But as soon as, like, even I sat there and I went, well, I'm going to try on these parachute pants and I want to learn to break dance.
Barry was the break dancer.
Let me tell you something. When Michael Jackson did the moonwalk, the Eastern fucking Seaboard shut the fuck down because every brother was on the phone. And the next day in school, brothers crippled themselves. They crippled themselves. Okay, I think you put your foot in, and you push off, and then no. Then one guy in the school got the moonwalk, and it was a white guy. It was one of the Greek guys had the moonwalk. He played that shit off for fucking months. He went to every party. He couldn't dance, but he went to every party. He stood with his hands in his pocket. The minute Billie Jean came on, he did the moonwalk. Girls ran up. All the brothers were like, man, fuck him, man. Fuck him, stupid ass.
Man.
But then Michael became famous for that every new album he would come out with, they're like, oh, there's going to be another crazy dance move, like with Smooth Criminal, the bend, or spinning on the ball. Like, I remember everybody was like, how the hell is he bending so much? Lead him down like crazy.
It's when Michael Jackson did Remember the Time.
Oh,
yes.
And he went off. Do you remember that? Did it? Oh my God. When When you saw Iman, I think
Eddie Murphy.
Kill him off with his head, right? But that,
Dave, you gotta watch Making of Remember the Time, because there's a falcon there, okay, and the falcon starts flapping its wings, and Eddie's like he's playing the Pharaoh. He runs out of the chair, and Iman just sitting there, and then Michael just laughing his head off, and he's like, no, listen, I'm from Brooklyn. You don't understand. I still remember his joke. It's like, I'm from Brooklyn. I run. Crazy. If I see crazy, I run. She's from Africa. She knows. Stay the fuck calm. He's like, I run. I'm not down for this shit. And Eddie and everybody's just laughing on the set. And he's going crazy. And then his music video again, it was insane. Magic. He had the rest of the best star. He had Eddie, Magic Johnson in there. Who else? He had Iman.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson, Imani. He had another guy. Oh, remember Zeus with the one eye?
Yeah.
But you know how he does that lean on the stage?
Oh, I think they were saying that he had the hook and
floor hooks.
Shoe.
Yeah.
The shoes in the back of the shoes, they were specially made so that they would moonwalk or whatever, and they'd hook up. And he does a turn,
and then he just leans. But bro, you still need a lot of core. Core to be like
strong.
That low.
I don't care what he says. Michael Jackson was strong for a skinny guy. He was strong as fuck.
Yeah,
he was tall and skinny.
You're leaning over, and there's no way you're leaning over, not hearing your fucking Achilles tendon go. You just fall down. No, but Smooth Criminal came out. Oh, there was this shit. When Smooth Criminal came out,
best
Barry, you know this. MTV and Friday Night Videos had that on. The next day, I was with my boy Barry. Barry had the fucking moves down. Dude!
I would tear it.
Dude!
I would tear it up.
Dude,
Barry had in the comedy world, but in the dance world, I would tear. I mean, I've won competitions. I've done music videos. I've done the whole. That was my life, man.
And I don't care what nobody says. I don't know how he did it to this day. Barry did that fucking lean at a party. He did his little spin thing, boom, and Barry hit the lean. Every brother in it was like, what's up?
I guess
he was like, he's a school.
Did you have like a
oh no
curls?
No. Barry had the Eddie Murphy special.
Show us a picture for back in the days.
And a little puff on top of his hair. Barry had the rabbit looks. Barry looked like a rabbit back then. He had the big ass eyes, and girls were like, "Oh my god, Barry did so good." Watch, just check out Barry. Barry be like, "Yeah, I know, I'm cool, I'm all right."
Yo, is it on there on Facebook?
Who's the best dancer you've ever seen?
Barry.
Thank you.
Honest, hands down, Barry.
I've
seen Barry do shit. I'm sorry, I'm giving props where props to do. I've seen Barry do shit that if Barry had a chance back then to tour with Michael Jackson, Michael would have been sitting down going, "Okay, I want to talk to you." Barry,
no, but Barry had to be quite young for him to pick him up on the.
No. Listen to me.
Barry wasn't his type.
Barry wouldn't give it the ass. No, Barry's done some moves at parties and stuff that made me go, I ain't fucking ever dance with this motherfucker. I'm not doing that. Barry just does some shit. At one point, I could go to a club with Barry. Barry would do a dance move, and you don't know you're getting laid. Okay? You're getting laid that night. Barry was that good. And Barry was smooth, man. Barry's part of a dance troupe and shit like that. Barry come up with dance moves that other dancers would be like, that's fucking impossible. No, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? So that's Barry, hands down.
But Barry, it was a good dance community in Montreal. As I said, Michael Jackson for me still stands like that. The dance routine is still Smooth Criminals. The Smooth Criminal dance routine, choreography. You can't. It was so intricate. You can't. I know. I mean, I was good, and I know other dancers that have gone even past me, and they look at Smooth Criminal going, "How?" Like for some of his gestures, it's really a tough routine to learn and do. It's to me, it's Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal, 100% up to now.
Bro, MJ as an entertainer and MJ as a person. MJ as an entertainer, fucking phenomenal. Yeah, music, writing, presence on stage, even his live shows when he did Dirty Diana. There was no video for Dirty Diana. It was a live show concert. Exactly. And even when he did that Smooth Criminal, it was a mini documentary. It was him as an alien spaceship turning into a car turning into a man. Yeah.
I still have it. But that's what I'm saying. Like MTV back then, it showed, exposed us all to the dancing, different genres of music, and that was fun to see. That was, Friday Night Videos. hot tracks from New York on Saturday night. That, you know, MTV just play that in the background, you know. And I mean, as I said, there was the mashups where you had oh my God, it was Mick Jagger with David Bowie, you know, dancing in the streets.
Yeah, dancing in the streets.
Dancing in the streets.
Yeah,
but it also helped a lot of movies, dude. Like with their soundtracks.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, oh God, right? You can hear a soundtrack back on videos the next month after that movie came out. The next month you're hearing the soundtrack. It was MTV, and the videos were made by Pretty Woman.
Yes.
Right. Must Have Been Love. Roxette.
Yeah.
You know, you heard it in the movie, and it's a song that sticks in your head. But then you saw the video, and you're like, yeah, I remember that part of the movie. I remember. So I think that they kind of fed off each other, and that was a great that right there is great business, because one would feed off the other. Whereas back in the day, you have to wait for the album to be pressed, wait for a little tour. You might sell it at this store. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's just marvelous, man.
So who stood out for you? If you had to say a music video that stands out for you back then, even if it doesn't stand the test of time now, but back then, what video, any genre, stood out for you?
I got 3.
Oh, okay.
I got 3. I'm ready.
Go,
right,
go.
First of all, LL Cool J, I'm bad.
Oh, yes.
What? Calling all cars. You see LL running in the streets and shit? Yo, the next one, Walk This Way. When Walk This Way came out, what?
Run DMC and Aerosmith.
The last one for me.
Yeah,
the last one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun. Your body's not. When Michael Jackson came up with that shit, man, what? That was the shit. What?
Oh, bad.
I'm bad.
Wesley Snipes in it?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, the whole movie. Wesley Snipes got in that because the guy saw him in a commercial, a car commercial. He did, liked him so much. He said, "Yeah, I think I want to give you just come with me for a second."
Right.
Told him the whole thing. Said, "Yeah, give him the concept," and he kind of almost stole the show from Michael. Michael had to take tips from Wesley in that.
So I know you guys think of your choice. I'm going to give you some quick tidbits, right? So one, when it comes to Michael Jackson, he shot Bad in that subway scene, right? In the subway, right? That's where he shot Bad. Years before, he filmed The Wiz in that same location.
Really?
When it's him, Diana Ross, they got the lion because he was playing the Scarecrow, Russell, and they're running away from these machines. They go down underground, and it's the exact same location at that same train station in New York, and that's where they filmed The Wiz. That's where he did Michael Jackson's Bad, and also if you watch the breakdance movie Beat Street, and one of the Beat Street, and one of the battles they do when the two crews are battling, it's like battle cry. It's that same location at that subway, right? And then to show you how Michael is really into the dance community, if you remember Breaking, with Ozone and Turbo, right?
Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly. So you have the two guys, or you have Ozone and Turbo that were in the movie,
my God.
But they used to go by Boogaloo Shrimp, and
that was his name.
Yeah, the short guy was Boogaloo Shrimp. That's the name he went by, and the taller guy was, oh my God, he just passed away there just recently.
Oh yeah. Shabadoo.
Shabazz. No. Oh my God, forgive me.
Was it Shabadoo?
Shabadoo. Thank you, Shabadoo.
Shabadoo.
Yeah. So Shabadoo. So Boogaloo Shrimp was the one who taught Michael Jackson how to do the moonwalk before the Grammy appearance.
No.
It's online. He's done interviews about it. Michael Jackson saw him do it. He saw other guys doing something similar, and he wanted to practice on that. And he actually contacted Boogaloo Shrimp, and they got together, and he showed him how to do the moonwalk, and then he went out and did it on that the Grammy show, that first time that everyone saw it. So it's to show you where I think MTV and presence, because that move was out there in a certain version of it, right? And not many people knew about it, but everyone saw it when Michael did it. And
it's on the Grammys, the biggest platform ever.
Right, but the Grammys, because Michael was already on MTV, so one
as Tom was saying,
helps the other. The one thing I want to give credit to Michael for, if Michael Jackson didn't do the Grammys, if Michael Jackson wasn't the artist he was, a lot of black artists, I'm not being all woke, but a lot of black artists would not have that platform to stand on.
Yeah, Usher says it clearly. Usher said that his influence, music influenced by my MJ.
But wait a minute, and one thing you guys don't know about Michael, a lot of country artists wouldn't be on that stage because of Michael. No, yeah, whatever. A lot of country artists wouldn't be on that stage because of Michael. Little known fact.
Like Miley Cyrus?
A whole bunch of bullshit. A whole bunch of bullshit was going on back then. Back in the day, rock hated rap and this and that. Michael Jackson squashed all that shit with one thing. It's not about what you do. It's about the music and the people and sharing with the people.
Yo, Barry, I checked all your photos, man. I've gone till when you got married. Prior to that, I don't see nothing. No Jerry curls.
All right, I'm gonna put some pictures up. I'm gonna find some, put some up. You know what? You got to go on my Instagram. Go on my Instagram and scroll down. Yeah, go on my Instagram and scroll down. I think there's a picture there.
That's way too much work, man.
Okay, then I'll repost it. But
this day.
That was the beauty of it.
He's like, I'll do it.
But that was the beauty of it because you had, Michael turned around, and what a lot of people don't know is Michael and Prince, and I'm sure other artists do it too. They sung on other people's songs, but they didn't want to take away the credit from those other artists, so they went by a different name, and all they did was background vocals. Like there's a song out there, a punk rock song that Michael Jackson does backup vocals for because he liked the band, but he didn't use his name because he didn't want to take away from the band. Like people's like, oh, Michael Jackson's doing punk rock. So he went up there, assumed name, did his vocals, bounced. That was it. Prince, same thing. So people are like, okay, well, he's only done X amount of albums. How do you have so much money? He's got a lot of money because he guest starred. There you go, Zolf.
Damn, he found it.
Oh, snap.
I was part of a Latin fusion, R&B group at that time.
Called Rainbow Sky. Sorry, the Rainbow Sky. What? I'm not going to say the name, but Rainbow Sky. Rainbow Sky. Hey, have you seen the rainbow in the sky? Rainbow Sky.
I gotta find some of my older pictures and put them up, man. But yeah, that's my 2 cents, man. I just don't think that the music videos carry. Oh, there we go. That's a young Barry. That's
look at that suit though. Look at that suit though.
Yo, that's straight pimp, yo.
Yo, man. I was like what, maybe 9, 10 in that picture, holding my favorite Tonka truck. Oh,
like
man.
Trucks.
9 or 10, really?
I think I was that old. Yeah, I was that young. I know I couldn't have been. I don't think I was nowhere near double digits at that point. 9, 10, yeah, 9, 10. That makes sense. That's way back.
That suit though, man. That suit takes me back, boy. Wow.
I gotta ask my mom about that, or sorry, my dad. My mom went, yeah, but I gotta ask my dad about that one. Plaid suit and everything, man. Plaid was in.
And then platform hush puppies. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny that I actually remember the truck still. There was a little Tonka truck I had, and that was my favorite toy to play with, man.
Back in the day, I had my little shaft afro, like the 70s shaft, right? My little sideburns. I had my shaft jacket. I was cool. I could flip it like shafts in the back. Fwah! And I put my hands in it. You know what I'm saying? Walking through church, every time I stop at the pew, fwah! And then sit down. Name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
So what about you, Zolf?
Check out the other pictures,
Dave, is there any videos that stand out for you?
For me, for me was Red Hat Kingpin and the FBI.
Yes.
Do the right
oh my
thing.
gosh.
That was the first rap thing that I got really intrigued with because it was not just him rapping, but he was talking about equality and about the
he was social conscious.
Right. Yeah, he was trying to
New
get
Jack Swing era, and he can dance.
Woke. Yeah. That was like my first rap that I really got. That's what got me into rap music.
Right.
Then Ice Cube, bro. But that Ice Cube, yeah, I got into Ice Cube with America's Most Wanted.
Right.
But the one that got me into being a playa was Boys to Men, yo.
Right.
Shit.
The Motown stuff, and I was like, a Bell Biv DeVoe Motown, right? Like,
Yep. And what about yourself, Dave? Any videos that pop up to your mind when you think about it? And it says not so much the music, more the video. Like I said, it's more the visual.
Oh, Two Life Crew. That was what I was thinking about. Two Life Crew. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is what I was made for. I should be doing this.
Thank God for Uncle Luther.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying. So many. I mean, we've talked about most of them, like the Dire Straits one,
right?
Obviously, the Aerosmith Run DMC one, definitely. You know, like just that whole scene of like, you know, Aerosmith on stage, and then you seeing the Adidas coming down with no lace, and, you know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
But also too, Beastie Boys, Sabotage.
Yeah. Beastie Boys,
Their videos were insane, man. Their videos were insane.
But that's the thing. So like, and like I've always been a fan of the Beastie Boys. Devo had a lot of weird shit out too.
Yeah,
that was great. You know, like their Whip It, obviously.
Whip It, all in black, the cone hats.
Yeah, the Styx.
Yep.
Mr. Roboto.
Thank you. Yes.
Mr. Roboto. Yeah.
You know, like, but that was a whole production.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that was an entire storyline for that album, and they pieced it all together like an opera. And I mean, like that's the thing too. Like it was a lot of like the rock operas that finally just had, you know, broken down. You know, and I mean, like now you can after you're done watching us, you can go to YouTube and you can search anybody you want. You can watch all their videos.
That's what I do.
You know, but yeah, I mean, like there's so many that are like the Run DMC one, Down with the King.
Oh yeah,
Down with the King.
Like when they're in, you know, Chief Rocka, Lords of the Underground. But I mean, like even like some of the later ones that, you know, just really were done well. Like I think the one of the best ones that I ever saw was that Stand by Eminem.
Oh,
that was a good video.
Wow.
That
video was a range of emotion.
Yeah, that's a full roller coaster because
man,
his name was Stan. It was you.
Yeah,
you know?
That was a range of emotion.
But that's the thing, and I mean, like it's stuff like that, like the ones where you see like the concert footage and that, like Duran Duran had a lot of good ones too. Yeah, that was all the concert footage, and they had it.
Hungry Like the Wolf.
But the Hungry Like the Wolf one, or Rio.
Girls on Film.
Depeche Mode, guys.
Yeah.
Reach out and touch faith. Let me tell you. Oh, okay, I'm not even gonna go. No, Dave, go.
Yeah.
No, go there.
You know, like
come on.
That's the thing. Like so many people have like put out, and then you have others that, you know, you have the ones that like Tears for Fears.
Oh my God.
You know,
Peter Gabriel in the same way. Peter Gabriel.
Big time.
Hammer. Yeah, Jesus.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh damn.
You see, like Tears for Fears, and they put out Mad World.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That's
great song.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal.
You know,
man.
But the video.
But
heavy.
Then fuck, what's his name? Gary something or another. I want to say Gary Marks.
There was a remake.
Yeah, for Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
He did it for the soundtrack. And it just got slowed down, and it was creepy and everything else, and that became the hit.
Yeah.
You know, but and it just made me think of another one too. Shit, no, I've lost it.
Yeah. I'll say this while you're thinking about it. You know what? Watching MTV made me realize that I was a lot more into rock than I realized.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Like a lot of the hair bands. I was into, you know, Rat, Quiet Riot,
Barry,
you know,
come on.
Scorpions.
Scorpions, yeah.
Scorpion, come on. Here I am. Bum, bum.
Warrant.
Like a hurricane.
She's my cherry pie.
Motley Crue, come on.
No. Come on. Might as well jump.
Oh, yes,
oh
Van
my
Halen.
God, Van Halen? Are you Oh my God. No,
That-
one group came out that freaked me right out and made Barry, made me understand that as a black man, I could play guitar and be into rock.
Living Color?
Living Color, Cult of Personality.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Blew my, this is me watching the video.
I was
another one. And, sorry, because I was just going through trying to find the song.
Right.
1984. Sex Crimes by the Eurythmics.
Yes.
Eurythmics, yo. Yeah.
Annie Lennox, man.
Annie Lennox, that's it.
These, who am I to disagree?
But then when she went solo, her album was fire too, man.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's got a fucking phenomenal voice.
Yeah. You know what? Because, and this is another thing, bands back then, the voices on the singers, you could be in the middle of a fucking crowd and you hear that voice, you know that song.
Yep.
It just stuck in your head. It came to you.
So Barry, I'm going to hijack your topic here.
Yeah.
UK bands or US bands?
Oh, shoot. You know,
because again, given the mass size of the country, obviously US came out with more stars, but quality came out from UK. Beatles, Eurythmics.
Yep. They invaded, man.
What's another one?
No.
There was a lot that came overseas, man. Even R&B and stuff like that. I mean, come on. I said Culture Club, right?
Culture Club.
So there's a lot. Pet Shop Boys.
My God.
Fine Young Cannibals,
man. Fine Young Cannibals. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
Fine Young Cannibals.
That was me crazy.
Like no one.
Dave's got one.
General Public.
Oh.
Ranking Roger.
You gotta sing it.
Tenderness. Oh, come on, man.
Well, no, okay, but General Public was just Dave Wakeling and Ranking Roger.
Right.
Yeah.
And they came from
England.
I don't know.
What?
From
they
where?
were in the English beat.
Jesus. Yes.
Tears of a Clown.
Yeah.
Doing the old Smokey
You
Robinson.
guys remember Simply Red?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Holding back the years. That
UB40? UB40?
Oh, Red Wine? Come on, man.
Oh, what about Rat in the Kitchen?
There's a rat in the kitchen.
What am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do? There's a rat in.
That's what I found out about Buju Banton, man.
Oh, yo.
Sorry, fuck! I just had it again, and you Brodsky beat.
Yes, Brodsky beat. Oh my gosh! Look, the one that's still going around. Yes, the one that's still going around up to now, and even though you watch it, even if you don't want to watch it, and he's even got a resurgence because of this. Never going to give you up.
Rick Astley,
never let you down.
He had a wicked.
Rick rolled. You know what I mean? You don't get Rick rolled.
Rick Astley.
But if you go watch one video,
have you seen that meme of his? Have you seen this meme that says, "What is Rick Astley never gonna? What's Rick Astley? What's Rick Astley gonna do? Never gonna give up on you? Never gonna hurt you? Never gonna let you down?" Like there's these.
But you know how many people proposed to that song in Montreal? You know how many guys just get on their knees? We used to go to a club called The Laser, okay? This French guy in the middle of the club, the song comes on, he starts dancing up to his girl. We're all like, look at this guy. All of a sudden, he stops. All of his friends stop, and they start pushing people back. He gets on one knee, and he goes, what's that?
Barry. I'm just going to name the songs, see if you can strip. Puss in Boots. Goody Two Shoes.
Oh, Adam Ant. Adam Ant.
Adam Ant. Thank you.